Hi, you're welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking about parenting and the effect of the kind of parenting style we choose to adopt and its effects on our children or how strong it can build them. Not too long ago, I volunteered as a literature teacher in a school in my neighborhood, and like every newbie, I went there with very high hopes, and it wasn't long before my hopes were dashed against the wall, because I realized I'd gone there with very lofty ideals in my head, and the reality of what I was seeing was a lot more different. And I began to, feel discouraged. I began to feel bad. I began to feel like maybe my services were not exactly needed at this place. But along the line, I discovered that the parenting style which the children had was way different from the parenting I had benefited from. These children were being raised by parents whose strategy was more like survival mode. It's nothing of their fault. It's just that the reality of their lives is that every meal is a challenge. And so children who are raised on survival mode of parenting are not raised to be as equipped as children who are raised by more affluent parents. And I began to really appreciate the kind of parenting I'd had. I know that when I was in secondary school, my classmates and I, whenever a teacher told us we were going to have a test, we all read as though we were reading for Cambridge exams. And assignments, we brought the same attitude to our assignments as well. We used the library books, and we included our parents in our work to ensure that we totally excelled in our work. And a lot of the parents expected their children to do as beautiful as possible in their academic pursuits. So it was a case of parents, in the kind of environment I grew up and the school I'd gone to, the parents set a very high standard for their children. I think it was Van Gogh who said, when you see people as they are, you make them worse. But when you see them as they can potentially be, you give them the ability to do better and to be a lot more and to do better in everything that they do. So I discovered that these children, the children I was teaching, had parents who were more concerned with putting food on their table than being worried about being concerned with the everyday trivial activities of their children, forgetting that these trivial activities that these children indulge in, as well as their school activities, will go a long way in helping them wade through life's challenges. And it made me to begin to question my own parenting as well. And more than anything, I think my biggest fear is the fear of failing my parents, my children. The fear of failing my children is my biggest fear. And so I am very concerned. It has made me very, very concerned to be an exemplary and brilliant model in the principles and values that I expect my children to grow up in. I also want to be as dependable as I can be, as loyal as I can be, as honest as I can be, and literally be the best I can be. I would have done my parents really, really proud because I had nothing short of the best form of parenting while growing up. I benefited from the brilliant examples that my parents were, and that's why I'm here today. I look at life in a totally different way from these children, and oftentimes I've found myself wondering how I can help these children do better and to be more ambitious. Ambition on its own is something that should be in the children, and the parents should be able to drive the children to be the best they can be. Where that foundation is lacking, teachers should be able to augment as much as possible, but the bulk of the work when it comes to ambition must be from the home and not be from the teachers. And so oftentimes I've asked myself how I can be the best I can be. I will appreciate your comments, and if you have beautiful suggestions on how best I can help these children where I'm volunteering my services as a teacher, I'll appreciate it. I'll try as much as possible to implement what I will learn in my everyday interactions with them, and also to make sure that I do the best I can do with them. Thank you. Please like my video, you can share my video, and also drop a comment. Thank you.